All right. This I wanted to look through because I'm curious. All right. You got the Transformers. Well, I knew about that one. So that's good to know. What else we got? Voltron. There was a comic for Voltron. Modern Comics? Modern. For 75 cents. Can't be that modern. Masters of the Universe. They had a comic. Hey, Count Duckula had a comic. Bro. Wait, is that Danger Mouse? Isn't this Danger Mouse? Yeah, it says Danger Mouse. Why is Danger Mouse in there? I don't know. Count Duckula had a comic. Or Danger Mouse. Bro. What year is this? It was $1 when it came out. So if a comic book was $1, it probably had to be mid-80s. I want to say mid-80s. Or maybe late 80s. Or is it the 90s? I don't even know. The famous Duckula Danger Mouse crossover. Oh, Care Bears. Are these Mad Balls? They are Mad Balls. Why is there a crossover with Care Bears and Mad Balls? Oh, and issue 13, too. Very unlucky for the Care Bears. Yick. Look, they're like yick. What strange creatures. Said the talking bear that's constantly depressed. Said the talking bear that's constantly depressed. Yick. Same company? I probably. Cuz Toys, I guess. I always thought Mad Balls were kind of, like, this is the only ball that was sports related that I actually thought was kind of cool. I was like, oh, look, they're little creatures. You know? Dino Riders? What the hell's Dino Riders? Premiere issue. Wow. Okay, apparently if these are comics based on cartoons, that means this was a cartoon. What the hell is Dino Riders? What the hell is Dino Riders? You get back to me while I drink coffee. And I don't think there was a kid alive who didn't like dinosaurs. And these are dinosaurs that literally have like landing platforms on them and guns. I feel like I should have been all over this as a kid. Was this before my time or after my time? Harness the power of dinosaurs. Didn't Jurassic Park do that? There was a Dino Riders toy line and cartoon. 80s cartoon? Maybe it just wasn't on any of the channels I actually had. I don't know. Dino Riders was a show about aliens coming to Earth and fighting each other with dinosaurs. Really? Huh. Series focuses on battles between Valorians and Rulons on prehistoric Earth. The Valorians were a superhuman race, while the Rulons comprised several types of humanoid animals. Both races came to the future, but were transported back in time to the age of dinosaurs. Once on Earth, the Valorians befriended dinosaurs, while the Rulons brainwashed them. See, it's always a two-party system, isn't it? Robotech! Hey, there's a comic book for Robotech. Nice. Oh, Comico! Bro, this was the company that came out with Sam and Max. When Sam and Max had a comic book. Yeah, it was Comico. That I actually remember. Look, as seen on TV, it says right down there. As seen on TV. Comico had there was like a weird little offshoot comic company that just had, I guess, some licenses, but then I don't know what happened to them. Chat, what's Kissy for? Kiss. I thought this was Gummy Bears for a second, but it ain't. What the hell is this? This was a show? Dino Riders cartoons are on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. I don't know how. A&W cartoon? DC Comics. Ugh. Maybe this is why their DC universe isn't working so well. That totally isn't Yogi Bear. Totally not. Hey, Kissy Fur. I am not Yogi Bear. Oh my God. Rainbow Bright. Yeah, I figured that would happen. 9 moons.
9 moons.
Nice. Thank you, Mobus. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. Rainbow Bright. Yeah, they had a comic. I'm not surprised by that. Old cartoon with a lot of toys. Thundercats. Also not surprised. God, how many are there? Strawberry Shortcake. Who the hell is this creature? Bro. He got big hands. Strawberry Shortcake doesn't surprise me either. Silverhawks. That I am aware there was a cartoon and there was some toys, and they are bringing back some toys, like doing retro toys for Silverhawks for some reason, which I find to be weird because I didn't think this was big back in the day, but then I wasn't really familiar with it. So, oh, look, that little insignia there, that's when they try to make comic books like a thing about literacy. They're like, reading comics is good because it's got words. That's when everybody was like, comics are destroying the minds of the youth. What's a popple? What's a popple? Were these toys that also had comics? I don't know. What is this? Is she having a heart attack? What's going on here? I thought I could do everything. What is this? Stuffed animals? Popples. I guess a comic book based on stuffed animals. Popples were stuffed animal toys. Cronus, what's up? Look. It's a pretty popular cartoon, if I remember correctly. Really? Silverhawks? That's weird, because I don't remember anything about it for some reason. Maybe it was on a time that I just didn't have access to TV. Probably stuck in detention, because we were such badasses. Camp Candy! Hey, John Candy had his own series. That I vaguely remember. I didn't know he had a comic book. John Candy and Camp Candy. Even though he wasn't in the comic book, really. It was just based on... What's happening here? This guy's running... Oh, there's a little guy back there. Okay. I miss John Candy. He was so cool. Bring back John Candy. I don't know. We're not necromancers here. Silverhawks was awesome. Chuck Norris. Wait, there was a cartoon for Chuck Norris? Karate Commandos? Like you spelled commandos wrong. You want to ease up on the K's too. I guess Chuck Norris had his own comic book. Star, the new world in the Marvel Universe. So a subsidiary of, so if it goes bankrupt, it's not a big deal. Yes, there was, and it was insane? Huh. See, I don't, why did I miss all this stuff? Mask. I know there was toys for Mask. I don't think I ever got to see the cartoon, but I remember the figures being very, very tiny. Rock Lords. What the hell's Rock Lords? Powerful living rocks face a deadly new peril. Is this real or no? Rock Lords? That was a thing? Like, I know nothing. Like, this is all new to me. I don't know what Rock Lords is. Rock Lords sounds like Guitar Hero knockoff, right? Dude, it's like Guitar Hero, but it's just not charted well. Microsoft, bring back Guitar Hero or whatever the hell Activision made. What was it? Was it Guitar Hero or Rock Band? I forget. Oh God, the GoBots. The GoBots. There we go. Robo Machine featuring the GoBots. The GoBots. There was like, dude, when you were a kid, it was like, there was this war between Transformers and GoBots all the time. Oh, you got GoBots. I got Transformers. Beep, 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 beep. You know? And weren't they just all lifted from the same Japanese company? GoBots, the Transformers from the other side of the street. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't remember them transforming as well, and I feel like that was the disappointment. You know, I felt like it was like the low effort version of Transformers. I had a few of them, but the purple Rhino, the green Petrosaur, and were my favorites. I had they had like 3 moving parts. Yeah, I remember Transformers were super difficult, and I was totally impressed when I could transform one in like a second. And I was like, dude, look, I learned how to do this. You know, right now I'd probably be sitting there for like 3 hours trying to get something to change into a car. Princess of Power. Wasn't that just She-Ra? Isn't this just She-Ra? How come it was She-Ra, Princess of Power, right? Yeah. So how come they just called it Princess of Power? They just like left her name out. They're like, it's just Princess of Power. Is this like the almost Castle Grayskull, but not quite? Like a lot of negative space around here too. I don't know, it's weird. And you might want to put the sword over the text so it looks kind of cool. Like she's holding something rather than just a small cell phone or something. He-Man movie was just called Masters of the Universe. Yeah, this is true. Oh, God, Filmation's Ghostbusters. Holy crap. This thing. Yeah, there was a talking gorilla. This was actually a live action thing that I recently discovered. And I blame Mr. Lobo from Cinema Insomnia for that. Yeah, that talking gorilla and all this other, as seen on TV. Well, that was the problem, man. You grew up in the 80s. Ghostbusters was like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and everybody else. And it's just like, this came out and you're like, huh? The first instance of brand confusion for a child. The first instance of, Grandma, I want Ghostbusters for Christmas. And then you wake up the Christmas morning getting the talking ape. Well, you wanted Ghostbusters. Why do you look so disappointed? No reason, Grandma. Thanks. Appreciate. Good talking monkey. G.I. Joe, man. G.I. Joe had some I remember some of the covers of these comics being pretty gritty. Like, look at that, man. Bro literally bought a knife to a gunfight. What else we got? Visionaries. I don't know what this is, but was this like D&D based? Because I see a lot of magic and wizards. What else? Visionaries. I'm going to have some coffee while somebody explains it to me. Dude, this looks D&D like. I'm excited. Now, it was an action figure. They had holograms in their chest. Oh my God, no, we saw those once, right? Oh my God, I think we saw those on a Reddit. Yeah, they had the little holograms in the chest, right?
Didn't Todd McFarlane draw a G.I. Joe comic back in the day?
Yes. It was the one with, I want to say G.I. Joe number 60, and it had the dreadnoughts in it. Somebody look that up, confirm. I want to say 60. I want to say G.I. Joe number 60. Please, somebody look that up and confirm or deny my idiocy. No, I have weird memory things like that where I'm like, oh, that was number 60, blah, 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 blah. I'm curious if I'm right. Hold my beer, chat. Look at that. G.I. Joe number 60. All right, it didn't have a dreadnought on it, but it had this guy. Was he technically a dreadnought guy? This was Todd McFarlane. $49. All right, well, I did remember that. I don't know why. G.I. Joe Special Number 1, 1995. They did that too? It wasn't really Todd McFarlane. They just did the poster or like the image of, it said Todd McFarlane art. Where? That's not his signature. This was after that Spider-Man. He was already busy doing Spider-Man and Spawn, I think, at the time. So I don't know if this was, did he do the interior to this? Number 60. Why do I remember this? You know, if somebody asked me what's historic document was signed on what date, I wouldn't know. But like, oh, anybody know what Todd McFarlane G.I. Joe comic was? Number 60. Why do I know crap like this? Just a cover, I think? No, I don't even think he did the cover. I'm going to say he didn't do the cover because there isn't enough lines for this. And this was just redoing the Spider-Man one that he did. And then I think he also reinterpreted it for a Spawn comic. I can't really see who did that. No, it's just Ghoster and Coblish. They literally sound like goblin names. It's Ghoster and Coblish. This was just he did that iconic Spider-Man thing. Let's do it. That was redone recently for a Creepshow comic book. This whole iconic pose. The problem here, this calf should be a lot bigger. I'm just saying. Todd McFarlane, knowledge is important. It never got me a job, man. Visionaries. Okay, back to this. So, holograms. What's a foofer? What's a foofer, bro? TV's new favorite star, foofer. Foofer. Like mid-80s Poochie the dog. Spiral Zone. What the hell is Spiral Zone? Look, they had character heads here. This guy looks like the dude from G.I. Joe. Spiral Zone. This couldn't have been a cartoon. Yeah, like I definitely not have heard anything of this. Bro's got a rocket launcher though, so that's kind of cool. It was an 80s cartoon? I have never heard of this. Yeah, this has got to be a deep cut or something. Inhumanoids. I didn't even know this was a cartoon? Who's the Inhumanoid? These guys or the thing over here? Only ran CMT, Central Mean Time on Sundays. Oh. There you go. That's probably like this was an East Coast for me. East Coast was like, yeah, we'll pass on Spiral Zone. Okay, back in the day, you don't realize if you had a show, it wouldn't necessarily mean it would be broadcast nationally. Like there would be specific things that were East Coast, West Coast, Central, South. Like it was bizarre. Now that we have gallons of channels, they'll just put anything on all the time. But, bro, yeah. So, yeah, it wasn't East Coast for me, so I got no idea about it. Yeah. I guess same thing with this. I don't know where Inhumanoids came in. Fraggle Rock. Okay, this I'm aware of. No, as a kid, everybody liked puppets. So if you liked anything Jim Henson did, you'd probably like Fraggle Rock. Yeah, not surprised by a comic. DuckTales. Oh, my God, DuckTales. DuckTales, bro, dude. Not surprised by this. Magica Dispel. She was cool. The California Raisins 3D. Why would you want a 3D? I'm just going to skip this. Why would you? 2 brand new stories about raisins drowning in water. Raisins are nothing but old grapes. Oh my God. Dude, there was a Legend of Zelda comic on Valiant? Bro. How much is this? How much does this cost now? I can imagine this being a small fortune. What the hell? All right, I gotta look this up. Hold on. Bro. Yeah, no wonder why I've never seen these. Dude, look at the prices on these. Oh my God. Oh. All right, well, at least that's reasonable. A lot better than this. Hey, dude, $350 because it's graded. Shut up. Dude, $150. Oh. Bro. I didn't even see. Look at this. $300? All right, hey, if anybody has one of these in the collections, what is with the spiciness here? $45. All right, that seems reasonable, I guess, right? Oh, it's in full color too. Wow. I mean, I guess that's wow. I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. Too expensive for me to know it exists. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. I mean, I kind of assumed there would be a Legend of Zelda comic, but there's a Metroid manga that delves into Samus' past and her struggles against the space pirates. It's always the space pirates, isn't it? Graded. Just another way someone getting more money from someone willing to shell out hundreds. Yeah. It was graded, bro. Hey, the real Ghostbusters. Now Comics. Home of Ralph Snart. I do remember Ralph Snart being on Now Comics. I didn't know they had a comic for this, though. I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's kind of cool. What I did like about Now Comics, back in the day, they had exquisite color for a printed comic for that time period. They had an excellent paper and excellent, I guess, color reproduction. Beetlejuice. Hey, I found Beetlejuice #1 at a thrift, well, it was like a garage sale / flea market. I got it for like $1. I was happy about that. Yeah, Beetlejuice comics. I never got them all. I feel like that might be something to look out for. I can't imagine them being too expensive, right? Muppet Babies. The worst kind of babies. Oh, God. I did not like the Muppet Babies. I don't like things in small form. You know, it's kind of weird. Heathcliff's Funhouse. So, Homeless Garfield. I know Heathcliff came first, all right? But I always looked at Heathcliff as the homeless Garfield. Yeah. He was basically an alley cat that didn't do nothing. Transformers, the movie. Transformers, the movie made no sense. Like, it was all over the place, that whole movie. I did like Unicron, though. I like this evilness. Muppet Babies was good. Get out. I don't know. There's just something about them that irked me. Maybe because they were... And you know what? I don't know why everybody liked Miss Piggy. She was kind of a bee, you know? She was just the most obnoxious, abusive, domestic dispute puppet I have ever come across in my entire career of puppetry. She was literally in an abusive relationship with Kermit, you know? Overly jealous, has insecurity issues, basically picks on this tiny little frog, bro, you know? And Kermit's just like, I didn't do anything, Miss Piggy. Why are you hitting me with a baseball bat? Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. And it's just like, Miss Piggy's toxic femininity. Over the top, bro. She was just like stalking like Kermit all the time. Like, oh, you know, he's talking to another girl. I guess I have to beat the crap out of him now. Like, it's crazy. And I've met women that have had that kind of personality. They're very jealous. They have these weird insecurity issues. And maybe that's why I never liked her. You know, I'm just like, bro,